If I talk to a lot of young chefs in different countries, especially in Pakistan, also I talk to a lot of young chefs. Now, after they finish their educations, their graduations, and also their culinary certifications, when they finish, they come in the market, they are a bit confused with the AI, with the classic cuisine, with the modern cuisine, what molecular cuisine, what molecular gastronomy is all about, what they have to do, because they are inspired with the Insta picture, half broken plates, food. Like they have a lot of confusions in their mind what is happening. So most of the students, they ask me the question like, chef, we want to be a chef, we have to be a chef of future of gastronomy or molecular gastronomy, or we want to be a Michelin star chef, or I don't know, it's a little bit confusion. It's like, what basically, or simple, I will say, the message you want to give to the young chef when they finish their study and they have a first step in the industry?
Well, the first thing they must understand, you must know the basics. You must know when you put flour and butter together and cook and make a roux, and when you put milk or you put stock with it, how it's going to happen and how long it takes to cook. Because you can put it together and you think it's cooked in 5 minutes, but because you make a roux, it's going to take 20 minutes to cook. You must have these things in the back of your mind. And this is what they need to understand is, first of all, you find out what direction you want to be, and then that's what you target. If you want to be the best chef, but you want to be the best chef of what? Italian food, Western food, Pakistani food? What's your target? Don't get confused. People start to put this with this and this, and then it becomes confusion, not fusion. And they must have a clear direction. Yes, when you work in a different establishment, you follow the rules of that restaurant. But when you become the chef yourself, you know after years of experience, this is the direction. When I was a young chef, one guy would tell me to make the pâté choux, make the choux pastry this way. And then when I went on to another place, they said, no, we want you to make it this way. And go to another place, they want you to make it this way. When I become the chef, I say, this is the best way. This is number one is the best one. So that's how we're going to make it. And so you got to have the experience. And the experience just doesn't come from working within. You got to work outside the box sometimes. And that may mean you may have to leave your country to do a little bit of research or do some work. And research is when you go to a restaurant. Like not so long ago, I went to Paris. So my research was French onion soup. I went to 6 restaurants to see who make the best French onion soup. And I wanted to know why. And that's what my research was. And that's something that's about passion of knowing your ingredients. But the passion is respecting your ingredients, respecting that farmer who went and dug up that dirt, or that one who looked after the cows or looked after the sheep or looked after the ducks, or the fisherman who's out in that rough seas catching all that fish. The respect is with that there. Once you start to respect the food and respect the people who give it to you, then you're on the right track.
So basically what you are saying, do whatever you want to do in your future, but it's a start with the basic.
Basics are important.
Let's get the basic knowledge, informations about the ingredients, informations about your region, where you have to cook, what you have to cook, get a best mentorship, understand and all, and do whatever you want to do in future. But let's start from which is very important.
And I'll give you an example. Okay, you're cooking chicken. Where did chicken come from? I mean, what region did that chicken come from? Why is that the best chicken? Because the grass is better, or the grain is better, or the farmer is better. You need to know that. You tell me put lamb on the menu. Where's the lamb from? Even if the lamb was from Australia or from the USA, whereabouts? Why did you pick that lamb? So they need to understand a little bit more about the ingredients, because when they start to engage with the guests, they say, okay, we took this fish because it's the freshest fish in this region. And I know the fisherman who catches it, so we go there and he brings it to us. And that's why we use these ingredients. And if you cook the best ingredients, you get the best results. We talked a little bit about the Japanese in some of the seminars, how they take it from the sea and virtually cut it raw and put it on a plate, and they get a Michelin star. Why? Because they don't do things to the food. They just leave it naturally. And this is what is an understanding of your product and your produce.